Welcome to video 10. In this lesson, we explore the for loop, which is a simple way to repeat actions over items in a collection or over a series of numbers. We will walk through practical patterns that you will use in real projects, not just theory. You will see how range creates sequences, how enumerate gives you position and value together, and how to loop through dictionaries clearly. By the end, you will have a small challenge that ties these ideas together and prepares you for the next lesson on list comprehensions. A for loop visits each item in a sequence one by one. Think of it like a train moving from the first carriage to the last carriage, stopping at each one to do some work. Here we have a list of city names, and we print a message for each city. Notice that the loop variable receives the actual item for that step, so you can use it directly. This pattern is great for reading files, processing rows, or performing validations across inputs. Range builds a sequence of whole numbers that a for loop can walk through. You provide a start and a stop value, and the loop visits each number from the start up to, but not including, the stop. That not including part is important. It prevents off by 1 mistakes and keeps loops predictable. This example shows numbers from 1 up to 5. We also show a second example where only the stop value is supplied, so the start defaults to 0. Range also accepts a step, which is how much the number changes on each loop. A positive step moves upward, while a negative step moves downward for countdowns. This is ideal for sampling every second value, batching work, or building timers. The first example prints even numbers, and the second creates a simple countdown that pauses for dramatic effect between values using the sleep function from the time module. Sometimes you need both the position and the item while looping. Enumerate gives you exactly that by producing pairs of index and value. You can also supply a starting index, which is helpful when you want to show human-friendly numbering that begins at 1 instead of 0. In this example, we print a menu with numbers that a user could type to choose an option later. This pattern avoids manual counters and keeps your code tidy. Dictionaries store key and value pairs, like a small record. When you loop over items, you get both the key and the value in each step. This makes it natural to print details, validate fields, or transform data into another format. In the example, we show a simple user record and then print each field label followed by the corresponding value. This same approach scales to larger data structures such as configuration files or JSON responses. Nested loops let you compare or combine every item from one list with every item in another list. They are useful for small grids, seating charts, or cross-checks. Here we build seat labels from rows and columns. Then we demonstrate an early exit using break when we find a reserved seat. While nested loops can be powerful, remember that they can grow in cost quickly, so use them thoughtfully or break early when you have found what you need. Challenge time. Your challenge is to ask the user how many numbers they want to enter, then read that many floating point values, and finally print the average rounded to 2 decimal places. You will need a running total, a loop that repeats the requested number of times, and careful conversion of text input into numeric values. Start with the scaffold provided here, read the to-do notes, and fill the gaps. In the next scene, we will walk through one full solution and explain how it works. Pause the video to give this a try, and don't forget to subscribe. We first parse the amount of numbers to read. Then we loop that many times, ask for a value, convert the text to a float, and add it to the running total. After the loop ends, we compute the average by dividing the total by the count. Finally, we format the answer to 2 decimal places so it looks clean for a user. If you want extra safety, you can wrap the conversion in try and except to catch mistakes. Great work! You have seen how to loop over lists, generate number sequences with range, include a custom step or a countdown, fetch both index and value with enumerate, and walk through dictionary pairs. You also practiced a real input and averaging task that combines reading, converting, and calculating. In the next video, we will condense common for loop patterns into concise expressions using list comprehensions. Those will let you create new lists in one clear line when the task is simple. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.